So they're the two who really fired the first shot, and they hit Jonathan first. And a lot of the shooting inside the van was done by the assistant district attorney at the time, Gary Thomas. When one of the convicts went down, the gun fell on the floor, he picked it up and started firing, killing the other inmates inside.
When the gunfire ended, Jonathan Jackson, William Christmas, and James McLean were dead. Rochelle McGee was wounded, as was one of the female jurors. Assistant DA Gary Thomas suffered a gunshot to his spinal cord and would be paralyzed from the waist down for life. In the frenzy of violence, the shotgun under the neck of Judge Harold Haley was triggered, killing him.
When a shotgun goes off in someone's face, you can imagine how the kind of destruction and the gruesome effect of that. And so it was quite a shocking scene.
I'm saying that there was no conspiracy, that Jonathan, a 17-year-old man-child, was working according to the dictates of his own mind.
George Jackson would later declare that he was proud of his brother Jonathan's military action, adding, "He was the true revolutionary, the black communist guerrilla in the highest state of development."
I'd be the last one to say that Jonathan had suicide in mind. I'm certain that Jonathan felt that the police would have some concern, would give some concern to the lives of those 5 civilians. I'm thinking that Jonathan was trying to demonstrate to the public, to the people, just how he felt that these problems should be solved.
I think that he was led to believe that it was possible, even by George himself. I think George encouraged this. I think George put him up to it.
It's very tragic that he died at such a young age. I don't think many of us realized how exclusively focused he was on George.
Nobody knows what he was thinking except Jonathan. But I think he did it for love of his brother and his country. He was trying to wake the people in this country up to the fact that black people had nothing.
Because some of the weapons used by Jonathan Jackson were bought and registered by Angela Davis, law enforcement officials believed Davis was a co-conspirator. Davis fled and became a fugitive from justice, the object of a nationwide manhunt by the FBI. Her wanted poster listed charges of murder, kidnapping, and conspiracy.
Well, I left because I did not think there was any possibility of justice. I didn't have any choice. It wasn't something I wanted to do. It was something I had to do.
You're driven by fear.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
2 months later, the 26-year-old Davis was arrested in a New York City motel. After her return to California, she was taken to the Marin County Jail and locked up 1 floor above the courtroom where Jonathan Jackson had taken the hostages.
The Jonathan Jackson thing put us on the alert specifically. It reinforced our belief that there are people out there, radicals out there, willing to do most anything in order to make their point or to free George Jackson.
The real fatal irony of the Marin County courthouse shootout is that after Jonathan's death, George Jackson